Okay, so either this is a huge breakthrough, or we're all about to get very excited for nothing again. There's a new MS treatment in 2026 that people are calling game-changing. But before you start planning your I beat MS party, let's talk about what it actually does, who it's for, and the part nobody is saying out loud. Because if I hear breakthrough one more time without context, I'm filing a complaint with the word itself. Stick around. I'll reveal the name, what the early data actually says, and the questions to ask your doctor before anyone pops balloons. Every few years, the MS world gets that treatment. The one that shows up in headlines like, revolutionary, promising, new hope. Yeah, we've seen this movie. Here's the credible part. New research, FDA buzz, real trial readouts, and a genuinely new mechanism people are watching. This class aims inside the brain's immune neighborhood. Think microglia and B-cell signaling, where progression may be driven. And look, sometimes the hype is real, and sometimes it's just new packaging on old ideas. Today, we're translating the headlines into practical English so you can decide what matters for you. Name reveal later. First, what does this thing actually do? All right, no medical textbook nonsense. Here's the real explanation. Imagine your brain is a bunch of electrical wires. MS is like the insulation getting chewed up.
Really?
This treatment is trying to protect the wires, calm the immune system, or even help repair damage, depending on the angle. Not magic. But smarter aim at the actual problem. For the nerds, it's in a class that blocks a signaling switch in B cells, and crucially, in brain immune cells called microglia. Translation? Potential to touch progression, not just relapses, and still help with relapses in some forms. So no, it's not magic, but it is aiming at the problem in a smarter way. We'll talk numbers in a minute, promise. Keep those goggles on. Next up, why this feels different. Here's why people are paying attention. First, it aims at progression, not just relapse control. Second, it's a genuinely new mechanism compared to the usual suspects. Third, the early results look promising. And when you've been living with MS long enough, even promising starts to feel like hope. It's the kind of nudge that could add up over time. But headlines leave out the messy details. Let's bring those back in, without killing the hope. All right, here's the part they don't put in the headline. It may not work for everyone. Long-term data is still limited. Side effects still matter. Liver labs may need watching in this class. And of course, access, cost, and insurance hurdles. Because nothing says breakthrough like your insurance saying, that's adorable. Denied. Good medicine is a balance. Potential benefit on one side, risks and unknowns on the other. Some cousins in this category ran into liver safety speed bumps. Others were pulled, so vigilance is baked in. Still with me? Good. Because now we ask, who is actually likely to benefit? This is where it gets real. There are signs it can cut relapses compared with some older options. For progressive disease, the hope is slowing disability creep, even if it's modest. It's not a one-size-fits-all story. MS doesn't read the same textbook for everybody, so treatments don't either. And remember, other lanes exist. Powerful immune therapies, stem cell transplants for select cases, and early remyelination research. Point is, this new option could join the toolbox, not replace it. Short answer? Both. Be hopeful. Ask questions. Don't assume miracle. We're not canceling MS today, but we might be making it more manageable. Small gains over years can mean real-life improvements. That's worth caring about. If I were sitting in that appointment, here's what I'd ask. Is this right for my type of MS? What are the risks versus my current treatment? What results should I realistically expect, and when? What happens if it doesn't work, and what's plan B? Also, how often are labs checked? Any liver monitoring? And how would we track disability over time? Because sounds exciting is not a treatment plan. Go in with questions. Come out with a plan you understand. We're in a better place than we were 10 years ago. But we're not at the finish line yet. And that's okay, because progress still counts. All right, the treatment everyone is buzzing about. Fenebrutinib. Early data. Fewer relapses in relapsing MS compared to a common pill, and a modest disability-slowing signal in progressive disease versus the usual go-to. Cautious optimism, not confetti, yet. I want to hear from you. Have you heard about this treatment? Would you try it? Or are you in I've been burned before mode? Drop it in the comments, team hopeful or team skeptical. And if you want real, no BS breakdowns of MS stuff, hit subscribe because we're figuring this out together. Stay tuned.